Welcome, the Warchief of Light is live with another epic night of gaming, ass-kicking, nerding out, and having fun. Hi, my name's Peebs, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peebs. We're back. We are playing Final Fantasy XIV tonight. We are going to be relaxing. We are going back to the leveling of the Dragoon because I want a little butt pokey. That sounded a lot worse than I wanted it to. But you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Alright, so without further ado, we're gonna get into it right away. Hello, 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 Beery. How are you? I can admit, today has been a day and a half. All the days today. I am completely over today. Hello, Jonathan. I am still wearing my ugly work shirt that I wore today. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. Look at that puppy. That's right, last time we got the puppy. Like the ultimate win? So yeah. Tonight's gonna be chill. We're going back to relaxing. We're going to enjoy this. Hello, Joseph. I've had a day. Like I said, I'm still wearing my ugly work shirt, which I'll take what I can get. I bought a new wardrobe 4 months ago, and I don't fit in most of it. So I'm kind of just getting by for now because I don't want to buy more. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Truly. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to get by because I don't want to buy clothes right now. And I know that's really, really dumb. Well, peeps, if something doesn't fit, go buy clothes. Listen, I'm in the middle of something and I don't want to buy clothes until I have to. Yeah! Ta-da! Level 7! Fuck yeah! Telling me to move. I'm not moving. Yeah. Today was the second office day. Well, I hate clothes shopping. And I really do. On top of clothes shopping being relatively difficult, when you're a woman, you can't just buy a 38 pants and you know what they fit like. You don't. You don't. Check what I can make. Hold on. Okay, I'm missing a lot of stuff. We'll get them both. No worries. I am practicing making them. I'm gonna remeasure and make a skirt. It's been on my goal. Maybe not this weekend because like this is the KupoCon prep weekend. And then next weekend's KupoCon. So working on it. But that's how it's been this last little while. It's been a lot. And buying clothes sucks. I can't. Buying clothes is many things. Okay, we know where we're going first. Pixies? I can't not. I'm sorry. I want the pixies. I want them. Just want them. Yeah, we're gonna do that maybe later while waiting for dungeons and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid it right away. No, pleasant is definitely not it. On top of nothing fitting correctly, because women are shaped different, to no one's surprise. If you're above a certain size, the clothes cost double and are not available at as many places, which question mark? Whatever. We're not getting into that, but yeah. I am still functioning in my wardrobe. I got some stuff that fits, some stuff that doesn't fit, but I can make work, and then I'm starting to have clothes that just straight up don't fit. Which, it is what it is, right? So everything's a little bit awkward, and especially for the office stuff, because that's the stuff you notice the most, right? Like if something is incredibly loose, it's the office stuff that you're like, ow. Miri, I agree with you to an extent. Because right now I don't even know what size t-shirt I am. I'd have to go, because I would have to go in my daughter's closet and try a couple on to see if they fit. Like I'm in between, and I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Either way, we got her figured out, and I'm wearing an ugly ass shirt. But it's all pretty for the office, you know, that kind of stuff. We need a potato. Oh no, potato patch still got time on his thing. So yeah, just like a lot of, like today was just one of them. Oh no, not one of those. Like, today was just one of those days. The office I had to go into. I started, now I don't talk a lot about work. Just because I'm the type of person who tries to keep work and, play separate. But I have a bit of anxieties with the return to work. So I avoid people. The few problematic people, right? So of course, they started tapping on the glass on my window. Or not window, but you know in the cubicles when they have glass? They started tapping on the glass. Hey, let's talk. And I'm like, dude, this is why I spent $200 in noise canceling headphones. Which, by the way, noise cancel, like, I know money is subjective, but if you have extra, noise canceling headphones, highly recommend. Love those things. But yeah, it's an interesting situation. And then today, when I finally got home, just a lot of work to do. And I went to the pharmacy. Oh, absolutely. I get a discount at a local electronic shop. And these ones are the Crusher. No, I don't even know anymore. Hold on. Skull Candy, Crusher, A and C. They retail for $400, but I paid $210, $220, something like that. I bought them a couple years, maybe 2 years ago, closer to 2. Listen, if they died today, they'd still be considered a good purchase. For no other reason than just how much I use them. I use them morning, noon, and night. Like, they are used, abused, all of that stuff. Okay, only 60. Yeah, I live on these things. Can't imagine life without them right now. I got level up! Yay! Look, 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 look! Next time we do it, we get more pixies. Fuck yeah! Okay, so that's that for that. We get level 77. We're doing good. Gonna eat an eggie. And then we're gonna do. Oh, I gotta go to somewhere to get all healed up. Hold on. Ah, right up there. They're not too bad. I also admit though that these are the thick rimmed fuckers. They take some getting used to with them. I typically buy Zenny glasses. So they're thinner and they don't hurt at all. The reality is I can't wear contacts. It ain't a choice. So I am blessed with wearing glasses. And I have terrible vision, so. It's definitely one of those, while it sucks, I don't have much of a choice. Yeah, doing the jumpy. So the smaller glasses are better with this. I had a second pair of black ones, but I cracked the lens. Holy shit, okay. Hello. See if we got any funny names. We got Alex Duragon, Kirith Mythos, Liz Greenstar, Raving Mendic. So, I'm definitely in the needs to wear glasses. I'm also, you know, some people are like, oh, I forgot my glasses at home. I'll just go to the store and back. It's a quick drive. I can't do that. Not just because it's illegal, but I can't. I can't see. I don't have, I'm not farsighted. I can see very well up close. Not yet, anyway. But two grumpy jumpies. I like potatoes. Potatoes are friends, not food. So she's a requirement. And I heard that if you get over ear headphones, it's easier on the glasses. Joseph, I understand. Completely get it. I'm at the point where I have backup glasses. So if I lose the ones that are on my face right now, I know where another pair are. I don't have to look for them. I know exactly where they are. And once you get to a certain point, that's the kind of stuff you need, is your backup glasses. I use the pink ones still, just not as much as these ones. I do like the pink ones though. I find they open my face up a little better. For those of us who can't find your... That's cruel. When you really stop and think about that, you can't find your glasses without your glasses. Ooh. But yes, I do have backups in my drawers, just for that. -6. Ooh. You are worse off than I am. I'm -3. So still, like, you still have to get the thicker glasses at -3. And I think -2.8 or something stupid in the other eye. -3. My husband's in the progressives. I get my glasses didn't know. Oh, I don't blame you. Absolutely not. Because it looks bottle, like mine look bottle bottom glasses. And oh, I believe you. I know what those rims look like. Yeah, my husband's progressive. He's a little young for them. Not saying you guys, I'm not talking about your guys' age. The doctor had said, like, are you sure? And then he tested him. He's like, I guess so. I guess you are the type to need them. He's only 43, so. They hurt when they get them thick. They do. They fucking do. They're heavy. But yeah, I think -2.5 is when you have to get the first set of thickers. I got to do the LB. Yay. I'm gonna get the other Dragoon. Hello, Luca. But yeah, my husband likes the progressives. I mean, he had no problems with them. Nice. That was super fast. Love that. Alright, next we're gonna go to the leveling. Yeah, see these I should not have bought these. These were a stupid purchase. I use Zenny Optical. Like, honestly, if I ever really wanted a partnership, I'd want one with them. Because I actually, like, you know how when you find something and you're like, I fucking love that product? I love Zenny. Love, love, love Zenny. It's kind of like Glasses USA. Same idea. It's an online type thing, but they also do Canada, which is a big deal for me. But they're cheap. They are dirt cheap, and the material is dirt cheap. So like your actual plastic weighs nothing. Like, they're so light. They're metal frames, thin, nice. Again, do you get what you pay for? But I prefer it. They are super light on your face, and you don't feel them. And you can get them however you want because they're cheap enough. You can get I don't know, a rainbow pair if you want a rainbow pair, a bright pink pair, and a nice black pair for the office. And still be less than I fucking paid for these bastards. I use Specsavers. It gave me an eye test for free. Ah, look at that! That's awesome. Joseph, that's awesome. See, I went and bought these because my insurance covers them. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I get so much money a year. I'm gonna use it. I bought these. They were too thick. I should have thought about that before I bought them. And they still cost me more than a couple pairs of Zenny on top of the insurance. Zenny. I just should have Zennied them. Like, my next set, when I get a new prescription, I'm assuming in January. Fuck that noise. I'm going straight to Zenny. Laughs in NHS. Does it cover eye care? In Canada, while we have a universal health care, it does not cover eye care unless eye care is emergent. So, did you get something stuck in your eye? They'll look at you. You get an infection, they'll look at you. If you need a regular eye exam, that's out of pocket. Which is dumb. Completely dumb. I don't think that should exist, but that's me. Wait, do the Vista? Okay, then we'll do the Vista right after. Well, I'm on benefits. Eye test. An eye test for us, out of pocket, is between $75 and $150, depending on where you go. There's a Vista. Alright. What does this do? As long as it conforms to their standards. Ophthalmologist. Walmart Vision. Oh, listen, anywhere is good. Oh, / lookout. Oh, that's pretty. Awesome. Thank you. Absolutely. Go where it's all the same care, right? What's bonus? Oh, right on. Love bonus XP. It's all the same care. So to me, it doesn't matter where I go, but insurance covers the full eye exam for us. Or let's go back a second. Insurance in Canada, you can get personal insurance. You can get insurance if you're on government assistance through the government. And you can get insurance through your employer. Insurance in Canada covers dental, it covers eye care, and it covers medication. Those are the only things not covered. If you need it to live, it's not. It's covered. Your tooth that hurts, you don't need to live according to the government. That's a different story. That's generally how it works. So my work insurance covers the eye exam. My work insurance covers, I think, up to $350 for glasses. However, because Zenny's an American brand, not because they're uninsurable, it's because they are an American brand or an American company, they can't insure it. Okay, doesn't really cover eye care and dentistry. Listen, I understand. Yeah. So when we're looking as Canadians for good insurance, you're looking through your employers. While our lives are not dependent on our jobs. If I was to lose my job, or if I was to look for another job, the type of healthcare is definitely, health insurance is definitely a question to be asked. So it has a hold on us, but not as strongly as the United States. Either way, I would still, usually like Black Friday, I get 2-3 pair for $75 Canadian. Same thing as, whatchamacallits, the, regular 110 can get me a couple pair. My mother bought progressives through Zenny. Cost her 160, 170. Just over the counter. Okay, we pay for drugs. However, we don't pay the same price as the United States. We've had a lot of Americans come here to purchase their drugs, especially like diabetes. Yeah, well, the progressives I know are super expensive. My husband got a pair, not through Zenny, and there was almost a divorce involved. I'm kidding. I love the man. No, I mean, it's quite expensive. They were like $680. Just incredible. So when my mom got hers at Zenny for 160, she was like blown away. Like I said, completely not sponsored, but bitch, call me. I love Zenny. Like, for brands, like there's very few brands that I will like scream to the sky. But again, I think Glasses USA also has something like that. I can remember like looking for something because glasses are fucking expensive, and they existed and did the same idea. But the shipping to Canada was fucking crazy. Around 500, about the same then. Yeah, the glasses my husband wears are up there. Final Fantasy related thing though. Did you guys know that King Kalen in Dragon Age Origins voice actor is our boy Thancred? I always save the last pair's backup. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've got a couple pair. I've got a metal pair that I wear when I'm dyeing my hair. I've got, I think 2 plastic pairs, or 1 metal pair that it just broke. My other black glasses, that one I was actually quite upset. I like them. It cost me $20. I'm buying. And then my pink ones are upstairs. I just wore these for work and never changed. My husband likes these ones better. I think that's more why I wear them. Alright. We don't talk about Kalen and he and not the king officially. What? I think that was his name. I could be getting his name wrong. Either way, I started playing Dragon Age Origins on Twitch, and oh my god. What's UK like? I want to visit next year. I'm convincing myself to go next year. Ooh! Eggy time! I can't wait. I grind it to glams. Awesome. Yeah. The UK is on my list of dream vacation locations. And I'm not exaggerating, I'm not saying that. It's always been. I'm a huge documentary fan. And I love reading about or listening about the history of the crown. Specifically Plantagenet. I like how I like how everything that happened between the Plantagenets and the two doors affect every fucking thing that's going on today. I love it. I love it. Plus I want to see the architecture, the art. I want to go. And that's the problem. They put the Final Fantasy fan event there. Why would they do that? Oh, I want to go. And I already told my husband, if I'm fucking going to England, we are going there at least 2 days extra because I want to see England. I want to go see some of these big spots. The big touristy ones. I know, I'm the worst. Drink some beer, eat some food. I want it. I bet even your tea's better. I'm in Eastern Canada. I have been to the United States twice. That's it. That's the only other country I've been to. And this was before they required passports. So before 9/11. It only snows 3 months a year. See, that's on my list, Jonathan. That's 100% on my list. I want to see it. Oh, it's about to hurt. But yeah, so that's the stuff I want to see on the bad lake. And then making it a Final Fantasy trip on top of that? See, it would be about this time next year, so I think they're booked for the 21st or 23rd, something stupid like that. Which is perfect for me. And to come during the summer months. And prepare for the rain and the dreary weather. 2 birds, 1 stone. That's what you're thinking. That's the idea. So in a perfect world, it would be travel. It would be, I would assume, a hotel for 4 nights, maybe 5. Can't see it be that long. Maybe 4. Two days in England. 1 day or 2 days, whatever, fan fest, then go home. That would be the perfect vacation, right? Oh, yeah, definitely. That was one of the things I had to learn, was balls don't kill you in this game. I was like, excuse me? The tutorial boss is coming. Listen, and we don't judge people that fuck this boss up, okay? It's not nice. It's toxic. Speaking of toxic, Blizzard's in the news again, to no one's surprise. Now, I have to admit I was wrong about it. I'm gonna admit that right now. I'm dead wrong about this situation. What happened? Oh. I find it funny. So yeah, what happened is another lawsuit is come forward, personal lawsuit, due to harassment, revenge porn, which by the way is illegal. It is completely illegal. And some of that jazz. Now, I read the article, and I'm like, oh. One of the things that I had thought and even said is that I'm glad that these things are happening. I'm so glad that these yay! No cuddles. I was on the edge. That should not have counted. That should not have counted. Okay, made it. Good. That was cute as fuck. Anyway. So I had said it was a good thing because, listen, these things happened in the past. We are aware that this shit happened. That's what those lawsuits from California state mean. They found it. It happened. So I am very happy to see these things come forward so that victims can fucking get compensated for this bullshit that we know they went through. Right? Right. The part that I was wrong was I kind of left it there. I thought it's good and I'm happy. Everything's good. Blizzard is learning their lesson. The culture's supposedly getting better. You know, slowly but surely, and Bobby Kotick's still there, he can go fuck himself. The part that I'm wrong was that last bit. Not only did these things happen during the like, you know, it's been a while, but still. The person who did this, the person who put that girl through that, with the revenge porn and everything, only left the company in September. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. The people that are in this lawsuit for sexually harassing and were using revenge porn against somebody was only let go in September. And not like a full, like, fuck you, get out, shit, don't let the door hit you on the way out. No. They were let go quietly. It disappoints me. It doesn't surprise me, it disappoints me. Because again, they're a year into going through all that they did. All they had to do was make an example of this fucker. Especially where this fucking state of California still has a lawsuit on their hands with you. Your reputation has fucking gone down the toilet. Literally, all you had to do was be like, dude, what the fuck, that's wrong. Insta-fire. And they didn't. They still did it. A year and a half later, and they still... That's the shenanigans they decided to throw. Can't believe it. I mean, I believe it. Like, you didn't have to prove our point. Exactly, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. Is just, I don't blame the people that can. I don't blame the people that that's how they find their joy. I don't blame the people that say, you know what, fuck the big corporation. They can't take my joy away from me. I don't fault the people that are like, the devs want us to play this game. Because that's something else that the devs have said directly. They have been very honest about it. Because people have asked a better ABK directly. What do you want us to do? We're conflicted. They treat you like ass. Like, what would you guys want us to do? And the answer that they gave was a very clear, play the games. We put our hard work, heart, and soul into this. So I absolutely get the people that are like, no, I'm gonna play the game then. I don't feel ready. I'm not there yet. And that's what it's gonna come down to, is just who's ready. That sounds like something I should probably run away from people with. Yeah, I'm definitely not disappointed, angry. I don't judge the people. Yeah. Okay. Zim steps in Mongolia. It is very nice. Love this dungeon. The second boss sucks. The Get Good Boss. The Get Good Boss. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we need? Everything. I need copper. And I need hemp. Alright. On the road again. That's perfectly good too. It's the same thing as when people like trans people say, I can't let go of Harry Potter. So they buy their book secondhand. Right? Well, I'm getting a lot of their ads, but all on YouTube, not a whole lot otherwhere. The weirdest ads that I get a lot of is like the small chested bras, and I'm like, well, I understand that's a need that some people have, and I'm glad they got their bra. I am not the target audience. I'm endowed. No, I haven't, Bruno. Oh, I have a long, stupid list of games to play. Harry Potter. I ran away from to fanfiction. That's fair. To be honest, and I'm being extremely honest, I read the first book when I was in grade like 8, maybe. Basically, there was a movie coming out. The first one was coming out. It wasn't out yet, but it was coming. So it was popular at the time. And I read the first book. Now, in grade 7 and 8, I was reading Stephen King. I was, like, big into reading. And I was a very, very nerdy little girl who did not fit in at all. So when something that I liked got popular with everybody else, I did what every other nerdy little edgelord did and tried to gatekeep it. It was, again, we're talking grade 7 Peebs. We're talking over 20 years ago. So I was like, oh yeah, well it sucked. It was like the worst book ever. I don't want to see the movie. It's so bad. You know what I mean? Like, so I never seen the first movie because it was so bad. Right? I know there's a giant spider in it, which gave me reason to not watch it in my adulthood. And I did end up rereading the first book and not enjoying it. Because Turf Lady is not a very good writer. Even in her children, like, once I, like, objectively stand back, I've read 2 of her books, actually. I read Philosopher's Stone twice. And I read Vacancy. It was one of her first adult books that she had made. And I didn't like that at all. I found it very poorly written. And I just figured, just not for me. Did I catch the anti-Semitic undertone? No. Did I catch a lot of the stuff, a lot of the crap that she's known for? No. Casual Vacancy. Yeah, I didn't like that book at all. At all. Not even a little bit. And again, this is before, I'm being extremely honest, this is before all the... before we found out that she's a TERF. This video might get demonetized, the amount of bad shit that I'm saying this time around. Oopsie! But I always chalked it up to personal preference, because I found her an easy read, just not very thoughtful. In my late teens, I read anything I can get my hands on, mostly horror. A lot of Stephen. Oh my god, I read everything Stephen King. And then I started reading a lot of the classics. So I read a lot of really good, intelligent books that I really enjoyed. That you have to take your time to read. Again, I don't know if I was being an asshole, just trying to, you know, be a little snooty. Maybe I was an idiot of a teenager. I admit that. But it was. I read a lot of good classics back then. And Casual Vacancy, I read Post Children on my own. See, where my sister was the one who read fantasy back then. Her favorite author at the time in our teens was Terry Goodkind. Which, huge name in fantasy. Rimini Feast. And then Steven Erikson is where we again? Cool! Da 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 da. I love the music for this. Reel of Time. I guess that's really good, and I really should. I've never read any of the good kind. Steven Erikson, though, I love that book series. So I'm reading it again. I never finished it. I got like 3 books in, because at the time I was growing up as they were coming out. Now it's on my to read list, or to buy list. I am working on it. I'm currently reading book 1 now. Ian, ooh ooh. I just read the chat, by the way. I'm not being an asshole. Strawberry Melon, the ninja, says, Ian, ooh woo. I didn't know it existed growing up, so I definitely want to read it. But like high school, I read Brave New World, I read 1984, I read The Three Musketeers, I read Les Miserables, I read All Voluntary, not school related. Peebs just wanted to. Was I an elitist? Yeah. Bruno, I get you. We would have probably been friends. Canterbury Tales. I didn't read that one. I went to a French school, so English books I had to purchase or go to the local library to get. To Kill a Mockingbird, I went through. I lost in like some damaged books at some point. The complete works of Shakespeare, again for fun. For fun. Who does this? I fucked that up, didn't I? 100% did. See, we are so much alike, I have to admit. Like, that's the stuff that I was being bad at sneaking into. But yeah, that's the kind of person I was. an elitist to the books. Because, you know, I obviously knew better than most people. And it's funny because today I know why. Why would you do that? Not only are you being an asshole, but don't you want more books in the world? Let people enjoy shit. They like to read, let them read. Yeah, that was my teens. So Harry Potter I was too good for when I was young. Honestly. So I didn't read any of her works. But I highly recommend buying shit secondhand. Buy shit secondhand. Do you know who gets money when you buy something secondhand? The person who sold it to you. End of list. The publisher doesn't get a dime. Turpy McTurfster don't get a dime. I mean, to me, is the best case scenario. So if you're really going to enjoy something made by an asshole, well, buy it secondhand. Because they make no money. I know it's terrible. Or library it, where they get nothing from it. Yes! Oh my god, yes, Calvin. Absolutely. And they are lovable characters. Stormblood gave us a gay couple, which, I mean, that's more contested. Which I think it's more contested only because they are men. It's okay to be a lesbian, but not okay to be gay. Right? While I love our lesbian daughters, when it comes to how, and they're incredibly written. Listen, they're some of my favorite characters in this whole game. Sid and Nero is where I was going with that for Omega. And them fighting over the coffee maker. It was cute. I like that stuff. Oh, they're not ex-husbands. To me, they are like actively lovers. To me, they were children and they were jealous of each other because that's, you know.
Ready?
Maybe they had something for each other and, like, you know, then Sid left and maybe a forbidden love. Fuck yeah, I like that. Like they were not allowed to be in love because they were two friends, or they were like, I don't know, I'm making shit up as I go now, but that would have been so good. But I have to admit, the ingenious writing of the non-binary pixies, I think I like even better. Because it's not subtle. It's not subtle, but it's subtle. It's that it doesn't. The pixies are living their lives. They're not doing non-binary things, right? Like everything. Anyway. They graze the line of androgyny. And then when you finally hit it, when you finally get Titania, who is beautiful, they are the fairy king. You see what I mean? The terms are important. The terms are what make it for me. It's the fact that they use the terms directly. So it's not, there's no doubt that this female looking creature with no breast, who has a name that is non-gendered, wears a dress and is called the king. I love it. Again, it's intentional, but it's not. I don't know if they did that intentionally. I would love to ask them, but I love it. I would love to see what the Japanese translation is. Just to see if it still grazes the line. Which again, I highly encourage. I want more of that shit. Emmett Hythlodaeus. Yeah. There is no question in my mind, any debate, any argument, you can't convince me at all that Emmett Self doesn't love Hythlodaeus. No debate. Not even a little bit. Just look how he created his own Hythlodaeus.
You underestimate me.
Right? Like, he did that. He chose that Hythlodaeus. Because he's who he missed the most. That was... So again, there's no doubt in my mind, in any way, shape, or form, that he doesn't love Hythlodaeus. And I meant to use that strong of a word as love. It is love. Whether it is the love you have for a lover, or a best friend, or a family member, I don't know. But a lot more success building stories. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Amrit. He also created SM Sequel and Secrets. He did. So there, like, to me, it's not a question that Emmett doesn't love Hythlodaeus. Now, in Western media, we tend to play it as, oh, they're just really good friends. And we tend to queer code things before we actually, I don't think I should have wasted that. Well, fuck. Oh. How they bicker. It's cute. It's how, yeah, but that's how real life people bicker. That's the part I like. Like, if you've been in love with somebody, you'll bicker, you'll tease, you'll poke fun, and in a loving way. Actually, but yeah, in Western media, we tend to queer code things before we'll play it out because there used to be laws in the media about it, which there still are. Blah blah blah. Oh, exactly. But love and affection is it doesn't mean love can be 100% platonic, right? You treat if you're a friend of someone you love, well, absolutely, he's a piss out of it. It is affection. You were told how to get Emily beaten. It's not because you believe the good that Hades can bring to you. I don't doubt that out of hype. I haven't read them, which is a sin. I know. I really, really need to read them. This one's for you, Papa Limo. The dialogue. Yeah, Emmett Silk is a loving character. And I think he loved Venat. Again, I think Venat's more platonic. Like Venat, I don't think there's a question it's platonic. Where Hythlodaeus is definitely a question. So anyway, I tend to veer towards the queer coding. I tend to go, oh, so you guys have them written as best friends? Uh-huh. Some best friend. Right? Because that's how it tends to be written in our side of the world. But they very much could go either way. But is out a shadow of a doubt, he absolutely loves Hytho. Ain't there, not even a debate. It could have been. You never know. Ascians might be polyamorous. Is likely to interpret love, and that's true too, which is why the queer coding is important. You set it up and the people that are paying attention will see it. Do you know somebody who writes love very well? World of Warcraft. I'm not joking. Exactly, Calvin. 100%. Or she may have been by in another life. Ascians can really play on that. But World of Warcraft actually writes some really, really good queer content. And by World of Warcraft, I want to make it clear that I mean Christy Golden. No. I actually made a video on this. Okay. Warcraft wrote one good love story that I think they're about to destroy. Okay? And if they do, I'm gonna be fucking mad. just because it's their one good love story. Not because, Warcraft sucks, but because to me that's their one good love story, right? Christy Golden wrote a very good love story. Oh my goodness, Calvin. I really like Christy Golden. Almost. It's alright, we got that. I like that she's older. I like that she takes the older role. I don't like the position she took. I don't like that she's still a damsel in distress. I keep hoping for a story where she is not a damsel in fucking distress. Because when she takes the position of strength, it's always great. And I'm sorry, Laura Bailey, if there are people that I would question everything for and I would maybe leave my husband for, Laura Bailey's on that list. Okay? It's Laura fucking Bailey. I would take both her and her husband, so you know, I'm not fussy, but Laura Bailey. Well, I think they're at a point where, where the fuck is everybody? They're at a point where, they don't know how to do the job, or not how to do the job, that's not the right word. No, how to tell the story without it? They put weaker men in the spotlight and they have her be the symbol of weakness. You know what I mean? Like, your most badass character. And again, I love Jaina. As a character, I fucking love her. Yeah, it's always a damsel in distress. Like, I hated how she was written in Wrath because she was damsel in distress. A character like that having boyfriend problem, you know what I mean? Like, not being able to overcome. It felt cheapened. And then BFA, I was excited because I was like, that's it. She's gonna lead. She's gonna, no. She's gonna look for approval from her parents. Fucking great. And then she's gonna get emotional and not know what to do. Like, Because that's the big tropes in women, right? We can't lead because we're emotional. So when they do stuff with her like that, I'm like, why? She's the character with the most potential I've ever seen. I love Jaina. To be perfectly honest, I might buy the cross stitch from Jaina. It's an Etsy person, it's not Blizzard. Don't worry, no money for Blizzard from me. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, the love story that I'm talking about, that is 100% gay and 100% fucking awesome, is in Eastern Kingdoms. Is in Eastern Kingdoms. So if you've read the Eastern Kingdoms book, I have it here. It's on the shelf upstairs. It's Christie Golden book, and it's meant to be like an archive. And honestly, if you're a newer Warcraft player, or you want a reminder of all the lore that's happened, or you just like the characters, or you just like the Warcraft lore, Eastern Kingdoms is a book that is slept on. It is a fantastic fucking book. Again, Christie Golden. And basically what it is it's the story of Flynn, a pirate dude, already good, and I forget the guy's name, but the leader of the Alliance spy guy. So the leader of the Alliance spy, the SI7. He and Flynn fall in love in one of the books. And their love, in that book, their love is a little cliche. Okay, quite a bit cliche, not gonna lie. But in Eastern Kingdoms, what it is, the point of the book is that they send these two out on a mission to gather intel about the Horde and just travel around, make sure the treaties are well set, and just keep an eye out. Flynn decides to go with his newfound Shaw. Yes, Shaw, thank you. So Flynn decides to go with Shaw because it's Shaw. You like Shaw. And let me tell you, it is the absolute best little romantic adventure that they have. And it is that type of organically written. There's a section in it where they end up at Booty Bay. They end up at Booty Bay. And Flynn finds a parrot. He wants to keep him. Shaw won't let him. So he ends up taking him anyway. And he named him Shaw. Like, again, it's little couple stuff like that exactly like you could see yourself do with your husband, wife, spouse. You know what I mean? And it's written with little stuff like that. And it's not heavy. It feels like they've been on a long adventure. They're enjoying this new area that they're in. Like I said, it's a different take on it, and it's a good take on it. Okay, cotton balls. Where do I get cotton balls? I have everything else. Oh no, I still need more hemp. Okay, I'm gonna look for more hemp then. But yeah, like that is an incredible story in Warcraft that is a 100% homosexual love. And it's cute. It's so cute. I love that shit. I love the little... I won't read romance because I find that it tends to be written in the... Like, I don't like rom-coms. It's all forced. It's all fake. It's all... But moments like that within the stories themselves where you see it build, I like that. It's cute. And you were right earlier about Y'shtola never portrayed as weak. In fact, it's the opposite. She was on purpose made to be a symbol of strength. Hey, you're not fucking with me. Which is a good thing. Nothing wrong with that at all. And you also see when she makes a mistake, it is not because she got emotional. It's because she miscalculated. It's because she was duped. Or she went to do something on her own that she shouldn't have. Stuff like that. Right? Overconfident in her strength. That is a much better... Same thing as Kryle. Kryle is not a perfect character. But she is strong in her own sense. She knows what she's doing. Like a Tataru. Tataru is being emotional and too womanly to do stuff. Has never been a problem. She owns a fucking empire now. Jesus. Because when you look at it, on the other side, all of the big women of Warcraft fuck up because they get emotional. Jaina, that's just a common story now. Sylvanas literally burnt down a life tree because someone said something that offended her and made her emotional. Which, to be fair, she's the only one of the bunch that had that as a character trait. And a lot of it is blamed on the undeath. So if you want to justify it, you kind of can. Again, I may not agree with it, but you know what I mean? There's an argument to be had there, and I will respect people's argument there. I understand the argument. But like the Night Warrior situation was Tyrande getting emotional. Where in like the previous expansion, Legion, it was the opposite. She was losing her husband, she didn't know what to do, but she went to save the Temple of Elune because she's a priestess of Elune, the high priestess. She relieves her people. Elune must come first. She made a rational decision based on her position to her people and left her husband behind for us to carry or care for or whatever. It all worked out, but the point is that that's the character we were hoping for, and then we got fuck it, don't like the Horde today, don't like that bitch because she burnt down my tree. To be fair, it's an important tree. I'm gonna go all ritual on you. Yeah, Minfilia, I wish I would have got to know a little more. I didn't like the character. I didn't like where she ended up or how she got there or all that fun stuff. But I think that's just the writing of ARR. And I find even my daughter, who's reading all of ARR as we're going, and I'm rereading it as I'm going. I find myself also still disliking Minfilia. If that makes any sense. A woman that caught me off guard that is just pure, like, all of the women in this game are fucking beacons of strength. Sadu? Mommy? Remember her? That's her official name. Zero? These are all women of strength that will not take your shit. They do not care. You are not. They are not you are not their problem. And the fact that we had a chauvinist as a character, and one woman put him in his place every time he opened his mouth, that's got to be cotton. It looks like cotton. Yeah, told you. Like, we had, what's his face, the son, and Sadu. And the son was a chauvinistic arsehole. We end up kicking his ass badly, putting him in his place, putting his people in their places. Without debate, without scruff, without nothing. Like, fuck you. Let's see where I can get more of that. Oh, I'm in this spot. Okay. Yeah, most of the women that we meet are strong characters. Even Nidana, who is she's very matronly. She just cares. And she's extremely intelligent. She's probably a scientist in real life. You know what I mean? Like, she did very well. And she still, you know, had the kindness to her. Just gather more. I will look for more. But that's what I'm saying, is that it's... how women are written is very different in both these games. Any cotton? No. Yes! I love Julia Chai on another level. Julia Chai is how you write a fat woman. That, like, I still tear up thinking about her. I love Julia Chai. Like, love, capital love. Not only is she matronly, not only does she see the goodness in Alfino right away, not only does she love her husband with all of her being, she believes in him. She worries about him. She... you know what I mean? Like... all of that. And her weight is never mentioned. The only thing that is mentioned about her weight is the fact that she's a Miqote, and you can add the 1+1 and fat cat. Because, you know, privileged and fat cat. Makes sense, right? It's a little bit on the nose. And when she squishes China's with her love. With her love. It's also very telling that China's loves his wife fully, truly, undebatably, unequivocally. Joseph. Oh. That's it. That's the answer. Mystery solved. Written by a woman. That's why diversity is important, people. You see it. It shows. But yeah, Chynuz loves his wife unequivocally. Undeniably. Calls her beautiful several times. That's it. They didn't make her old and lonely and terrible and miserable and jokes, and they didn't do any of it. They made her loved. They made her sweet, and thus we fell in love with her. I absolutely love Julia Chai on the next level, just because listen, I'm a big woman. It checks all of my boxes. That's how I want to be represented in media. They have respond? I go check. Yeah, that is how I want to be represented in media. 100%. Again, other than the fat cat bit. That's, I get a little on the nose. They could have made her any other race. But it's still not a fault, right? They were trying to prove a point of privilege and less about weight. Assuming they even went that way. I sometimes forget that these games are Japanese. Not that that's a negative in any way, shape, or form. But sometimes, like, again, if we use the expression, oh, this is a good one. I love Castro. Pokey, pokey. Oh, 89! Congrats, Miri! But yeah, that's exactly like I want to be represented. But I do wonder, is Fat Cat an expression? Or is it an expression that the writing team's aware of and they want it to use? How much of it caters to the English side? I don't know. That's a question I would like to ask, because there's a lot of references that I would like to know. A lot of the references I'd like to know. But I do wonder, and stuff like an expression of fat cat, was that intentional? Not intentional? As I know that they're supposed to be the definition of privilege and what we come to see, but it could have been just ironic. Or maybe they are really in tune with, or at least on the writing team, really in tune with English expressions, or I don't know. It's a question I'd like to ask. Or how much is Heaven's Wards based on the French Revolution? And the fall from Rome with the Tudor kings. How much of that history did they look up so that they could get the fall from power and fall from religion so well? Because they nailed that. Even the quests in fucking Endwalker that come back to Heaven's Ward still nail that fucking point. I do picture a lot of headset. Oh, they absolutely do. And that makes sense. I mean, again, I assume it's due to gluttony. I'm a fan of having it a little everywhere in the game, because that's how reality is, right? As a human race, this is the only time in our existence that we have had access to food in its entirety. I honestly believe we weren't meant to be small. Oh, listen. If I go, I have questions. Look how much of Endwalker's story is out of Final Fantasy IV. How much? And no, I'm talking about fighting despair itself. Fighting evil itself. In comparison. Like, is that where that idea came from? Or were they looking for something bigger? Man, I got questions on questions on questions. I wanna know! Bangers and mash. What's a banger? Is that a bean? I don't like beans. I know what mash is. Fire sage gear rock. Is it really? I want to see it now. Banger sausage. Okay. Yeah, all these interesting questions. You fucking nailed it. Yes, that's because this game was written by a woman. That's why they don't write women badly. Nailed it? Nailed it? It's such a simple concept, it should be easy. Diverse writers create diverse stories. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, Julia Chai is next level. But then again, it's because I fit in that situation, right? Yep, Mary. I didn't like Minfilia, to be honest. I found her boring. I found her dull. And I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think the biggest problem I had with Minfilia is her voice acting. And I'm sorry. I'm sure the voice actress is an incredibly talented, incredible being. However, it just doesn't fit. You've got this badass woman in armor selling us a little bit of sex appeal. Blonde, braided hair. You know what I mean? Looked like she's set up to whoop some ass. And then she had the sweetest little voice. And I was like, why? It just, I don't know. It could have been me. It might have been that. I admit that if that's it. It very well could have been that. And then was the stereotypical damsel in distress. Yep. Ida was the woman that at the beginning, was the one I liked the most when it came to women. I love the gender fuck of all brawn, no brain. I thought that was great. And the smart one was a little male, you know, a Lalafell, but still, like, it's such a bit of a gender fuck and a bit of a, you know what I mean? Like, no, this is how, and it worked. I don't know if it was a mask that made it work. I don't know if it was the tight booty shorts, because again, she was, listen, our mod definitely enjoyed the booty shorts. But that's it, like, it was, I liked it. It was such a nice little swap that, I mean, this was happening back when it wasn't revolutionary to have it, but it was still nice to see. Yeah, for a while, Ida was my favorite of the females. Kataru was cute as fuck, so you know, there's that, but I liked the all bra, no brain. Punchy time. And on the opposite side, I only liked Thancred in Shadowbringers. I didn't like him at all. Right up until Shadowbringers. I know that's terrible, but nope, I didn't like him. It's 73. Oh, we're so close. God damn it. Well, the E-boy, the very stereotypical thief. Oh, we've seen 1,000 times. And to be honest, this is the part I don't get. Final Fantasy has written these suave, sexy type thieves 100 times. Edgy. The most popular of their edgy thieves has always been Locke, because he was so much more. The edgy person who eventually had a heart. You know what I mean? Again, a trope, but made sense. Yeah, I didn't like him right up until Shadowbringers. I could be fucked. I know that's terrible, but that was, didn't care. Need eggy. Punchy, hand. Ha ha ha. Yep, until he became a daddy, I was not interested. I'll go definitely check it out. Have a great night, Mary. Thanks so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Dude, I'm still tanking this guy. There we go. You got him. Oh yeah. Once he hit the daddy stage, what chance did women have? None. Because at that point, we were all sold. I think it's Shadowbringers that Final Fantasy realized that we may like our daddies. Or people were like, wait a second. Wait a second! The children like that? Okay. Speaking of daddy, this is terrible. Have you guys seen the TikTok trend where Emma Darcy, the actor in Game of Thrones, non-binary actor, is asked what they want for a drink, and they say in the most sexy way possible, a Negroni, Spagliato, with Prosecco in it. Anyway, it's everywhere. It's hilarious. Because everyone like, oh, okay. Cool. What's funny is I got a stitch on it, and it was a young girl going, I need to know if anybody has the non-binary term for daddy. I need to know this. I'm leaving my lesbian life tonight, and I need to know. I think everyone needs to know the non-binary term for daddy. If you value your time, do not. It's short form content that is very good. I have to admit, the content's excellent. However, it's an app that has the best algorithm I think I've ever seen in any of the social media type stuff. If you were to download it tonight, the first 20 minutes, you would tell me to go fuck myself. I am wrong, and it's a shitty app. Takes about an hour. Once you've gotten about an hour into it, the algorithm has already known what you like, what you don't like, and your For You page becomes quite concentrated in shit that you actually like. Fast. And then they'll slip in some trends into it, but generally speaking, they're usually on the nose. Whether for like, yeah. So if anybody has the term for daddy in the non-binary, the internet will appreciate that. And I do post on TikTok. I like posting on TikTok because it's easy. It's fun. And it's easy. I know I'm like telling on myself. TikTok is an app that you can film, upload, and do everything within a couple minutes. Very quickly. Why? Because it can all be done on your phone. You can edit on your phone, and these videos are only like 30 seconds long. So, It could be up to 3 minutes. It could be as short as 10 seconds. So, like, you can really go a little ham on this. It's also because of the algorithm is so good. Yeah, because the algorithm's so good, if you grab something of somebody else has done and you add something to it, change it up a bit, give your opinion, whatever, easy to do, and it's pretty solid content. All of my shorts go on the TikTok. All of them. Sometimes a longer version, because YouTube you can only go up to a minute. And there's usually a couple extra like TikTok worthy stuff there. Oh, speaking of cool TikTok-y stuff, unrelated, I'm aware. YouTube is changing how tags and stuff work. So, to avoid confusion, make sure that you're talking to the right person. So if you see a Warchief Peebs in the comments and you're like, is that really Warchief Peebs? You can now use @Warchief Peebs, and I'll be able to see it. I'm not sure if it works like through all of the comment sections, where you can Alright, out the door. So yeah, you can @Warchief Peebs me now. I don't know if it works in like other videos. So let's say Bellular's like, oh, well, this has changed. And you're like, oh, Peebs would like to know that, @Warchief Peebs. I don't know if that works. But I do know that a lot does work now. So you can absolutely @me. We're all good. I like that stuff. So do not worry about it. I am surprised, but not. I am not surprised because this game has a lot that tend to really speak to women, on top of having better women's stories and stuff like that. As a consumer, having huge variety and stuff really helps, right? It really diversifies what you can do with a product. Ooh, I made my mimic tools. Alright, you're gonna have to go back. Variety and welcoming community are why there are more women. I had seen a Twitter post on that. It was a picture of a nerd getting made fun of by women. in the whatever times, and then today women are like, but I like comics too. Yeah, it's because of gatekeeping, fucker. Talk a lot. Let me go see if I still get that one. That was a good one. Give me a second. I post a lot of shit on Twitter. Oh, there it is. Here we go. See? This is my response. Gatekeeping? Oops, I clicked on it. See? Gatekeep. Oh yeah, we'll prove it. Gatekeeping? A woman made this one? Yep. So the comments are pretty clear what the situation is. We know. Cute. Oh my god, the little axe. God, that's cute. Huh. Look at that. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, the answer is gatekeeping. The answer is always gatekeeping. A landmark and a facility. Okay, what can we make for a landmark? Bathhouse. It's the only one I don't have. Here, no, what am I missing? Island logs. Island limestone. Really? That's it? Okay. And what about here? Workshop or a granary. Limestone and logs. So that's what we're gonna have to go get. All good. What time is it? Still got 45 minutes. We're good. Normal raids. Last time we played, I got Alexander. That was pretty cool. Whee! Yeah, it's incredible what happens when you let people play. Terrible. Terrible, Peebs. Magic. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm starting to like, I don't want to say get desperate, but I'm starting to like add the list up of shit that I have to do for KoopaCon. It's Kefka! I love Kefka! The music, God almighty. Fucking yeah, Kefka. Hell yes! I am so glad they added this. I love it. Time for what? Butt pokies. No. I still haven't beaten them itself. Which is offensive, I'm sure. Whole tower of Kefka. Oh god, man. Every little bit of a sound. Oh, I get goosebumps. Ha! Well, you're dead. Okay, well, mistakes were made. Okay. Yeah, I still gotta beat Hades. There we go. Okay. I fucked up, didn't I? 100% fucked up. I heal myself. Heal myself. Alright, we got a DPS up. That's alright. Must I give you a push? So cool. Tank down. Tank's gonna come up for me. Dude, this fight's hard. Well, not really. We did it the first time, I think. A laugh. Oh man, he's so good. Still possible. I need to bring that other healer up. No, it's not. Alright. You may as well die, because you can't res him. Jump off the cliff. Okay. Interesting. Oh no. There you go. Unless you're close or you think you can, definitely don't do that. The easiest thing would have been to reset, right? But yeah, I had a lot of shit left to do for KupoCon. A lot. I've got a lot of filming left to do. I've got a lot of editing left to do. I've got a lot of I've got, and it's the preparing this shit that I forgot to prepare. That's where I'm at right now. Just preparing shit that I forgot to prepare. So like, I realize that we're not going to be, probably not going to be driving our car right up to the hotel. So I was like, well, do we just bring stuff in book bags? Do I buy luggage? I might be going to England next year. Maybe I should buy some fucking luggage. Maybe I should have bought this. Maybe this should be. Anyway, that's the kind of... Yeah, baby. Alright, we're already doing better than last time. Better than last time. We're doing alright. Pay attention and we got her. Okay, we're doing good. Yeah, so I'm realizing there's still a lot of shit that I gotta get ready. A lot of shit that I gotta put together. But let me tell you what's going on next week. Next week is gonna be a little bit different schedule-wise. This week was extremely heavy, which I liked. I had fun. Tired, but I had fun. So, next week, streaming, Monday, right here, normal, Final Fantasy XIV. Tuesday, streaming, right here, Final Fantasy 14. So that means I'm going to be streaming on the day 6.25 released. Fuck, really? That's bullshit. Okay, so 2 nights in a row, Final Fantasy 14 streaming. Doing great. On Wednesday, we'll be on Twitch. Dragon Age Origins. So that's the goal. That's what we're doing next week. And on top of all of that, we're going to have some videos. I have at least 3. One that's half edited. One that's already edited, and one I have to, the big video I usually release at least once a week. That one I gotta do. I want the LB. So anyway, next week's gonna be busy. The week after, looking good. I could have got the LB3. Well, fuck. I fucked that up. Oh well. I've done dumber. Oh, listen. I don't think you guys know. I've got shit for days planned about KupoCon. I'm afraid that I'm going to post too much about KupoCon. And that's being stupid honest. I already have you. But yeah, like being stupid honest, I'm afraid I'll post too much. Because it's like a lot. I'm so excited. I am stupid excited. If you guys are going, I have heard there are some people that might, that are in the area. If you are going to KupoCon Montreal next weekend, I'm going to be very upfront. I am approachable. You are more than come, say a hi, get a handshake, get a picture, whatever. C'est bon. We're good. I am not a hugger. Joseph, don't encourage me. I don't need encouragement in this matter. But I warn everyone in advance, I am not a hugger. I'm not a fan. It's not something that I enjoy. I'm not grossed out, or I'm not, you know. But I'm not a fan. So again, don't be afraid. Come say hi. I'm not shy. In real life, I am not a shy person at all. What you see is what you get, maybe a little bit more vulgar. Honestly. But I am not a hugger. Yes, Kelvin, I decided that's what I'm going to do. And I was debating on whatever the price might be to maybe buy a second signature for the twins' 8x10 I'm getting. That's right, Julia Chai gets all the hugs. But yeah, generally speaking, not a big hugger. Not a... So again, if you are at KupoCon and you want to say hi, absolutely. I'm 5'2". You guys see my face and my hair all the time. I'm not hard to miss. I am ghostly white. I glow in the dark. But it's all I ask. Not big on the hugs. I will post something about that later, like on all the socials. But yeah, that's the only thing. Wait, I need... Ooh. I am quite excited. Like I said, I'm really excited to go. Like, I am still thinking it out. Still planning out the little details. What do I need to make a list of? What am I going to bring? What's bringing too much? What's bringing not enough? I need to make sure there's space in whatever I bring for all the merch I'll want to buy. I like merch. It's gonna be wild. What foods I'll bring? I could tell you one thing though. Today I had a bit of a culture shock. I called the hotel asking, like, you know, about parking. Like, hey, listen, I heard there's underground parking. I heard, like, there's a price. How does that work? Like, do I have to go see you guys first? Do I need a ticket? How does it work? And they're like, okay, well, we have $30 a day parking. Cool. All the Elfies. We have $30 a day parking. It's a ticket to go in and then to come out. We also offer packages, so if you're staying at the hotel and you want to leave your car there while you're on vacation or when you leave, I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense. But that's not quite what I'm doing. I'm staying at the hotel for 2 days. Oh. Okay, well then if you're going to use your car, like in and out, then I don't recommend the parking because every time you cross that gate, it's going to be $30. It's not a day, it's because the ticketing system. So I would suggest valet parking. I'm like, valet? It's like, yeah, we'll bring your car to you whenever you ask for it. Is it secure? Is it safe? I realize my level of poor with the response that I got from the girl. Ma'am. And it was of course, this is a Quebec hotel speaking French. And it was Madame. And when they go straight to Madame there, you're like, oh fuck. Ma'am. This is a 5-star hotel. Yes, your car is safe. Woof! Got a little spicy with me. I was like, okay, well that does seem like the better option. I might just get the valet parking then. I asked her, like, how does that work? Like, do I just... No, you just drop your car off. We take care of the rest. And we add it to your bill. Cool. We'll see you fucking say. So I got called out on my, lack of knowledge of the finer things in life. Oh, we definitely fucking paid for it. Definitely. The thing, we picked that hotel specifically because 1, the convention's in that hotel. 2, when we first picked it, we were thinking about flying in. That would have been the easiest. It's in the airport. 3, I don't know about you, Montreal's fucking big. It's fucking big. I don't want to drive in Montreal. No way. And my husband does not want to drive and get lost in Montreal either. So we said, when we first got it all set up, that, you know, pay a little more for the convenience of being right there would be the easiest. I'm paying for it. Like, this is not cheap. I could, if I wouldn't dox myself, I'd show you guys the bill. Hold on, let me see if I can do it without doxing. Membership support. No. Hold on. Marriott reservations. Okay, that's definitely that's the docs part. Hold on. There. Exactly. Pay a little extra and you get the convenience. This is taxes in with a corporate discount. And I'm not going to lie, the corporate discount's actually pretty good here. Because I work for a top 100 company. That doesn't make them top 100. That just makes them on the list. If you know if you know, you know. But yeah, your girl paid for it. So, ma'am, I can't believe the fucking answer, ma'am. My 2016 Rogue is gonna stick out there like all these luxury vehicles, and all of a sudden there's this one piece of shit Rogue, and you're like, really? Really? It's almost cheaper to get it stolen. Oh man, it would be good now. But yeah, I thought that was real funny the way she answered me. I just, you know what I mean? It shows that I'm somebody. This is my island, yeah. It shows that I'm somebody who's never had money, who's doing something for the first time. It very much shows that, right? This isn't what I do on the weekends. That's the feeling of it. It's kind of akin to the person who saved up for 5 years to go to Disney. You know what I mean? And then they get there and they're like, oh, it's gonna be like that. Yeah. I'm pretending I have money for the weekend. Leave me alone. Don't look at my car. I actually like my car. All jokes aside, we bought that car in January specifically for what it was, the price it was. You know what I mean? We picked it out. That's what we wanted. But yeah. It's funny now. My old car would have been nicer to bring up, but not as comfortable by any definition. We bought that SUV for, and I'm going to give you the reasons. One, I've got grown teenagers. My daughter's taller than I am. Oh, absolutely, Zen. I'm glad. That would have been awesome. We bought that car because it fits our grown-ass teenagers. It's got a big butt, so you can put a lot of stuff in the butt. It fits the dog. That was the big one, the dog, right? And I'm Canadian. I live in a city full of hills. It's got 4-wheel drive. That was the big seller. Right? Big enough to fit the dog, big enough to fit the kids, 4-wheel drive. Or all-wheel drive, and then the, yeah. It's one of those pretty much required parts. Well, they fit in the. Have you seen the back seat of a Passat? It's actually quite big. They fit comfortable back there. I don't care how much they complained. They fit comfortably. Like, I didn't grow up near a car that comfortable in the back seat. No. They fit. Yeah, it fits a dog. Because that was the problem. And every time we went in anywhere, we'd have the dog between them. Now they're big kids. And the dog's nervous. Like, he's not good. Like, he has a hard time. He loves the car, which is so weird. You tell him we're going in the car. He runs. Loves it. Pants the whole time. Nervous. Whole time. But either way, he'll move around a lot. He's a 65-pound boxer, so in between two kids in the back seat, not so much room. So we were looking for something a little bit bigger than that. But now he's got a section to himself. He can sit in the trunk. Because it's open, not because I'm mean. But the 4-wheel drive was the bigger seller. Because my husband works healthcare, snow days are not a thing. Unless they close the clinic. Snow days are not a thing. When he works at the hospital, because his position's also available at the hospital. And right now he's replacing a girl on mat leave at a clinic. So the clinic will shut down, the hospital won't. So when he gets back to working at the hospital, too bad. They ain't no snow days. So the 4-wheel drive is nice. It's our first real trip with it, though. Like, big trip. We'll see how good on gas it is for long periods. Yeah, I love the Passat. Honestly, we grabbed the Rogue because we needed a vehicle and we kind of, did what we could. We didn't spend years and years looking for a car. Well, my husband draws blood. He's a phlebotomist. By title, he's a med lab assistant. So he can do some of the testing. He can work in the labs. But he actually prefers phlebotomy. He likes it. I guess he's good at it. Scares the shit out of me. I grew up a rich kid, but decided to leave all that comfort behind. Military. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Vampire! That's exactly it. You'll have 2-handeds. Awesome. Yep, my husband's the vampire. He likes it, though. It's definitely one of those, okay. Still not enough island logs. Motherfucker. Going back. We grew up poor. Really poor. My husband grew up poor too. But a different level of poverty. Not that like it's not one's worse than the other. It's a different attitude to poverty. See, I'm the person who you can't see it. You can't see them. You gotta feel for them, and they always miss. Even the girls that he says are good, miss. Like I got scars on my hands because they give up and go in my hands. Which, by the way, that fucking hurts. Don't like that. Not at all. My husband, that's okay, we'll get you in your hand. No, you won't. Like fuck, you won't. Absolutely not. Have a great night, Joseph. Like fuck, you won't. Don't like that. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, my husband grew up poor. Like, they were on government assistance. Single dad, raising 2 boys. They do. Oh, and I hate it. Because that one hurts even more. But they get it. They get it with the butterfly. But it hurts. It's mean. And my husband's a guy who will literally tell me, well, then you should have went to me. And I'm like, I don't. Listen. I can imagine you working on fishing boats. There's something weird about it. Then he tells me to quit complaining. Yeah, my husband grew up poor. They were on social assistance growing up. The difference is that social assistance had housing, social assistance had food, stuff like that. So while they grew up very poor, I grew up with a stubborn single mom. Stubborn. Someone who refused care, who refused government assistance. I get a flu shot. Oh man, that happens a lot. Like a lot. I didn't know how much that happens until my husband's like, no, I don't think you understand. Like it happens at least 5-6 times a day. I'm like, oh. He's like, no, it happens a lot. I didn't know that. It happens a lot. Yeah, or I grew up with a stubborn mother who was like, nope, I am not going on social assistance. I am better than that. No, you're not better than that. Because a lot of the times this kid's social assistance would have helped a lot. Like we didn't have. But there were nights we didn't eat. There were nights that we froze. I can remember having 3 sweaters in my bedroom and then giving up and sleeping in the living room because the living room we had like a space heater it was a kerosene heater. Kerosene was cheaper than electric back then. So she would run the kerosene heater more than the electric. So I would sleep in the living room on those nights because it's cold. Where social assistance would have helped, right? Yes, I heard that too. I heard that. I heard lay them down. I heard, he's got a list of tricks that he uses. And he's like, usually he can tell. He says in women it's harder to tell. According to him, I'm not the professional, okay? When women faint, they faint hard and fast. You play catch. He's like, men, you can see them turn and go. But I don't know. I'm the person that turns gray/white after the third or fourth needle because they can't find it. Or they started digging around, which why the fuck? It's not a shovel. Stop it. Stop it! So I'll turn gray and white and they'll be like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm good. Keep going. I'm good. Just, you know, don't stop fucking around. And I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and that's about as far as I get. I never do. Just turn that white. Also, and it's funny because my husband, somebody who does this for a living, I told him, you know, whenever I tell them that I'm difficult to get, they don't believe me. And they're like, I can do that. And then they end up sending a more senior person in or someone who's better at it, or I usually get switched around 2 or 3 times and become a pincushion. And I understand that they get told this 1,000 times a day. I do. I get it. Like, 100%. But I wish they would just believe. Because I have the advantage of being Mrs. Vampire. Like, when I sit down to get my blood drawn, they'll wait for the person who has more of the experience. You know what I mean? They'll give me the girl's chair that has more experience. Because they know that I'm not bullshitting. But, I mean, can you imagine how many people actually go through, like, 2 or 3 people dicking around because no one believed them the first time? I learned that. And the last time they put it in my hand, it scarred me. It actually, like, I got a nice line. Oh, no, not this way. But yeah, we grew up pretty poor. It also took a lot to learn, because one of the disadvantages of growing, I mean, there's lots of disadvantages to growing up in poverty. One of the bigger disadvantages of growing up poor is you don't know what to do with money. You don't. Keeping me awake is not fair. Fair. Absolutely fair. Me, it's digging for gold. But yeah, like, what to do when you get money? What happens? How do you save it? Do you spend it? Where do you put it? You've been without money for so long, you tend to overspend it. Treat yourself. You tend to... So, like, my first, like, 18 to 22, 23 were not bright. Because, I don't know. Holy fuck, this is actually money. Madness. And my kids were still babies. Things were not expensive. I want to say only the last, like, 5 years have I actually, oh, let's say 6, have I actually, like, started to get a hold of stuff and get it under control and be okay. And then I got a job paid a lot more, and then things are falling into place now. I can afford things, and I'm now in the I want to say lower middle class, bordering middle class. No, I'm not quite, because I still can't get a house. You know what I mean? So not quite middle class, but lower middle class. So it's interesting to see that change, right? And I admit it took a long fucking time to learn what to actually do with money. I don't think that's something that people don't teach you. Which, I mean, to be fair, who could teach us? It's an interesting topic, for sure. Like, again, going from one to the other, it takes some getting used to. But, this will be it for the week. So, I will be back on Monday, streaming right here, Final Fantasy XIV. There should be at least 3 videos out next week. At least 1 short. 1 full. 2 full. I believe it's 2 full. Maybe a second short. We'll see. Well, it depends on where I'm at. But I got a bunch planned. So, in the meantime, have yourselves a legendary night, a legendary weekend, and I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Have a great night. I got lipstick on my fingers. I don't know why I did that. Bye.